Here's another good exercise that combines many of the materials you have learned so far. So earlier you built a program to convert someone's weight from pounds to kilograms. Now we want to extend this program and allow the user to enter their weight in either kilograms or pounds, and then we'll convert it to the other unit. Here's how our program is going to work. So I enter my weight in pounds, so 160. Now it's telling me, is this in pounds or kilograms? So here I need to enter L for pounds or K for kilograms. And by the way, this program is not case sensitive. So whether I enter a capital L or a lowercase l, it takes it as pounds. Now it tells me you are 72 kilos. Let's run this program one more time. This time I'm going to enter my weight in kilos. So 72 is the weight and the unit is kilograms, so K. And it says you are 160 pounds. So go ahead and spend a few minutes on this exercise. You will see my solution next. All right, first, let's ask the user their weight. So we use the input function, weight, colon. We get the return value and store it in a variable called weight. Now the second question. So one more time, we use the input function, L for pounds, LPS, or K for kilograms. So let's get that too and store it in a variable called unit. Now we need an if statement. So if unit equals L, then we need to convert this weight into kilograms. However, with this implementation, we are only allowing the user to enter a capital L. If they enter a lowercase l, this code is not going to work. So this is where we use the upper method of string objects. So this unit is a string because, as I told you before, the input function always returns a string. So we can use the dot operator to access all its methods or functions. Here we call the upper method. This will convert whatever the user enters to uppercase, and then we'll compare it with a capital L. Now, if this condition is true, then we need to get the weight and multiply it by 0.45. However, as you know, this weight is a string object, and we cannot multiply a string by a floating point number. We talked about this earlier in this course. So first, we need to convert this weight to a numerical value. So right here, when we call the input function, we can get the return value and pass it to the int function. So we call the int function and give it the return value of the input function. Now, the int function will return an integer, so we can store it in this weight variable. So here's the converted weight. Let's store it in a variable called converted. Then we print. Here we can use a formatted string. So we prefix the string with F. We add curly braces to dynamically insert the value of converted variable. And finally, we add kilos. Otherwise, if the unit is kilogram, we need to divide the weight by 0.45. So once again, we type converted equals to weight divided by 0.45. And just to refresh our memory, this division operator returns a floating point number, but if we use double slashes, we'll get an integer. In this case, I want to get a floating point number. So finally, let's print a formatted string. You are, curly braces, converted pounds. Okay. Now let's run this program and see what happens. So weight is 160 in pounds, and that equals to 72 kilos. Perfect. If we run it one more time and enter 72 kilos, we get 160 pounds.